Hi, my name is Josh Sutton, and I'm a freshman this year here at Grand Canyon University. I'm originally from Prescott Valley, Arizona, which is only about an hour and a half north of here, and currently I'm living in Juniper Hall. I have loved every moment I've had since I've been here at GCU, and God has blessed me with so many amazing friendships and community and just so many blessings that I'm so thankful for. And I'm super excited to see what God has for me in the upcoming semester, upcoming years here at GCU. When it comes to what the Gospels are, I don't really see them as their own separate story, but rather as the climax to a story that God has been telling since the beginning of creation. Oftentimes, I think people separate Old Testament and New Testament and think they're two totally different things, which they're very different in their historical context, but I really think they're more connected than anything else. If you really dive into the scriptures of the Old Testament, we can see that they've been hinting at Jesus' birth, death, and resurrection ever since the dawn of creation, ever since Genesis 3, when humanity falls to sin. God promises a savior, which is Jesus. And Jesus shows up in the Gospels as our reconciliation to God. And that's why I sort of see the Gospels as the climax, what God's been doing ever since the beginning of creation. It shows that his plan to finally reconcile himself with the world and lavish his love upon us that we can never deserve. By sending his son Jesus, God implements what he's been planning since the beginning, and that he knew that we can never work our way to him, so he instead worked his way to us. And I'm so thankful for that. I think that being a disciple, in turn, is accepting that amazing love that God's lavished upon us and letting that affect the way we live, and that we live a life truly focused on Him. Being a disciple doesn't mean you're never going to sin. It doesn't mean that you're suddenly this perfect human, but it does mean that you take your flaws and you use them to glorify God and to give Him the glory. You use them in your life to be devoted to God. And the bottom line of Christianity is just loving God, loving others. That's what Christianity is all about. In Matthew 22, Jesus says that the command to love God, love others basically sums up the entire law, the entire Old Testament, which again goes back to that idea that the Old Testament has been working to this point ever since the dawn of creation. And I think that by loving God and loving other people, you're being an effective disciple, and that in that manner, you're able to bring God's glory down to earth. So I really hope you enjoy this video, and I'm excited to hear back from you.